Hi students, and welcome back to my class, and you're here at MsC TV. For today's video, we're going to discuss about the law of exponents. For the law of exponents, so 4a is not equal to 0 and b is also not 0. So first we have the product. Okay, so in the product, so we have 1a is raised to x times a raised to y. So it will become a raised to x plus y. So for example, we have in number 1, x cubed times x to the 4th power. So what we're going to do is just to copy, okay, the base x, and then we're just add the exponent. So for example, we have 3 plus 4. Okay, so our answer is x. 3 plus 4 is 7. So the answer in number 1 is x raised to 7. For example, in number 2, we have 3x raised to 4th power times 5x squared. Okay, so we have here the coefficients. What we're going to do is just to multiply the coefficients. So 3 times 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. And just copy the base x. And then, plus the exponent. So, 4 plus 2. Okay? So, this is not the final answer because we're going to get the sum of 4 plus 2. So, 15x. So, 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. So, our answer in number 2 is 15x raised to 6 power. Also, in the law of exponents, we have the quotient. Okay, for example, we have ax over ay, so it will become a raised to x minus y. Okay, for example, we have here x raised to 5th power over x cubed. So what you're going to do is just to copy the base x and then find the difference 5 and 3. So it will become x 5 minus 3 is 2. So our answer in number 1 is x squared. Okay, so next for number 2, so again we have here the numerical coefficients. Since this is a quotient or division, so we're going to divide the quotient. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. And now again copy the base x. Next, so let's get the difference of 4 and 2. Okay, so just write 8x. 4 minus 2 is 2. So our answer in number 2 is 8x squared. Okay, for example, we have here simplified the following. So I will teach you the long method or the technique on how to answer this one. So for example, x raised to 5th power over x cubed. So what you're going to do is to write 5 x's. Okay? 3, 4, 5. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is equal to 5 or is equal to x raised to 5th power. Okay? Also, 3 x's here. Okay? X divided by x is 1, so that is cancel. Also, x divided by x is also 1, so that is also cancel. And x divided by x is also 1, so that is also cancel. So our answer here, since we have 2 x's in the numerator, so we will write x squared. Since we don't have the value here in our denominator, so our answer is x squared. Okay, so in number 2 we have 9y to the 5th power over 3y squared. Okay, so let's first think of a number, or let's factor first the 9, number 9. So the factors of 9 is 3 times 3. Next, so we have here 5y's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have y raised to 5th power over, okay, so 3. We don't have factors for 3, so 3. So we have y times y. Now, let's divide. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so that is cancel. Y divided by y is 1, so that is cancel. Y divided by y is also 1, so that is also cancel. So what we have here in the numerator is just 3 and y. But how many y? So we have 1, 2, 3. That's why we have 3y cubed over. So since we don't have value here in our denominator, so our final answer is 3y cubed. How about in number 3? So we have here 3a's. So just write 1, 2, 3a. So we also have 2b's, so 2, 1, 2, and we have 1c. Okay? In our denominator, so we have only 1a, only 1b, and only 1c. Okay? So a divided by a is 1, so that is cancelled. We don't have any a's in our denominator, but we have b, so b divided by b is 1, so that is cancelled. And c divided by c is 1, so that is also cancelled. In our numerator, we have 2a's, so that is a squared. And we also have b. Okay, so we don't have any values in our denominator, so our final answer is a squared b. After the quotient, we have the power. Okay, so power where a is raised to x raised to another exponent. So it will become a raised to x times y. Okay, again, so for the power where a raised to x raised to another exponent y, so it will become a raised to x times y. So I have here the example. So x raised to 5th power raised to 7th power. So again, just copy x or the base x, and then what you're going to do is just to multiply the two exponents 5 and 7. So x 5 times 7 is 35. So our answer in number 1 is x raised to 35th power. Next, in number 2, so we have the numerical coefficients. Okay, so 2x to the 4th power raised to 3rd power. Okay, so since we have here the numerical coefficients, so we're going to get the 3rd power of our numerical coefficients. So if we have 2, so that is also raised to 3. Okay, so we have x to the 4th power raised to 3. Okay, so what is 2 times 2 times 2? Or what is 2 raised to 3rd power? So we have 8. Because 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. Next, copy the exponent x. And then, multiply the two exponents 4 and 3. Now, our answer is 8. X 4 times 3 is 12. So our answer in number 2 is 8x raised to 12 power. The low exponents, also we have the 0 exponent, where a is raised to 0, so that is equal to 1. So any number or any variable that is raised to 0 is 1. Okay? For example, so x raised to 0, so that is equal to 1. 700x raised to 0 is equal to 1. Next, 46x over 3 raised to 0 is also 1. But in number 4, so we have 9x raised to 0. Since only x is raised to 0, so what we're going to do is just to apply the 0 exponent to x. So it will become x raised to 0 is 1. Okay? Because the x is the only one that is raised to 0. If we have the group sign like in number 2, so that is 1. But since we don't have group sign here and the x is the only one that is raised to 0, so that is 1. Okay? but 9 is not equal to 1. So next, 9 times 1 is equal to 9. So our answer in number 4 is 9. Alright, so for the last law of exponent, we have the negative exponent, where a is raised to a negative exponent, it will become the reciprocal of a. So it will become 1 over a raised to x. Okay? So you're just going to get the reciprocal. Okay? So first, number 1, we have 3 raised to negative 1. So again, to get the reciprocal of 3, so it will become 1 over 3. Okay, so now we will not write the 1 here. Next, so 2 raised to 4. So again, get the reciprocal. It will become 1 raised to 2 fourths. And let's let's simplify the 2 raised to 4. So it will become 1 over 16. Because 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 times 2 is 16. Okay? So next, in number 3, we have x raised to negative 2 over 5. So just get the reciprocal of the numerator. So it will become 1 over x squared. Okay? But since we have 5 here, and it is not raised to a negative exponent, so 5 is still in the denominator. So our answer in number 3 is 1 over 5x squared. Unlike in number 4, okay, so our x and y is raised to a negative number. Here, only our numerator is raised to the negative number. That's why only the numerator has the reciprocal or get the reciprocal. And here in number 4, since our numerator and denominator has the negative exponent, so we will get the reciprocal of both sides, or we will get the reciprocal of the numerator and also the denominator. Okay, so we will get the reciprocal of x raised to negative 3, so it will become x raised to 3. And we also get the reciprocal of our y raised to negative 5, so it will become y raised to 5. Okay, by the way, that is the shortcut, but in a long method, if you want, okay, so what is the reciprocal of x raised to negative 3? So that is 1 over x cubed. Divide by, so what is the reciprocal of y raised to negative 5? So that is 1 over y to the 5th power. And then next, if you have the fraction, divide by a fraction, so what you're going to do is just to get the reciprocal of the denominator and then get their product. So it will become 1 over cube times y to the 5th power, okay, over 1. So just multiply, it will become y raised to 5th power over x cubed. So that is the same with our shortcut answer. So that is y raised to the 5th power over x cubed. If you have more questions, so please comment down below and don't forget to subscribe on my channel. And that's it. That's how we end our lesson for today. Bye-bye!